A blessed day, learners. Get ready to embark on an exciting journey of learning and enjoyment with this video. Today, we will explore the fascinating topic of neoclassical criminology, a balanced perspective on crime and behavior. Stay safe, and may God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5. What is the main difference between classical criminology and neoclassical criminology? A. Neoclassical criminology rejects the idea of free will. B. Neoclassical criminology introduces external and internal factors that influence decision-making. C. Classical criminology focuses on rehabilitation. D. Classical criminology considers environmental pressures as a reason for crime. What are some factors that can influence an individual's ability to exercise free will according to neoclassical criminology? A. Only socioeconomic factors. B. Only mental illness. C. Pathology, mental incompetence, insanity, and environmental pressures. D. Personal choice and motivation. How does neoclassical criminology modify the classical concept of free will? A. By suggesting free will does not exist. B. By stating that free will can be limited by various factors such as illness and trauma. C. By eliminating external factors from the equation of criminal behavior. D. By focusing solely on rational decision-making. Why are psychological distress and socioeconomic disadvantages considered compelling reasons for crime in neoclassical criminology? A. They are viewed as intentional causes of crime. B. They contribute to an individual's inability to make rational decisions. C. They only affect individuals with severe criminal intent. D. They are unrelated to criminal behavior. What is the role of legal provisions such as mitigating and exempting circumstances in neoclassical criminology? A. To increase the severity of punishment for all offenders. B. To provide excuses for all crimes. C. To reduce or remove criminal liability depending on circumstances such as mental illness. D. To eliminate punishment entirely for offenders. Please compare your selected answers with the answers listed in the answer key provided. If your chosen answer matches the one in the answer key, mark it as correct. After reviewing all the questions and answers, calculate your final score based on the number of correct answers. Point 3. How did you score? Did you achieve a high score? If yes, congratulations on a job well done. If not, don't worry. We will help you deepen your understanding through this video.
Neoclassical criminology builds on the foundations of classical criminology by addressing the complexities of human behavior and acknowledging the various factors that influence an individual's ability to exercise free will. While classical criminology views crime as a product of rational choice and unimpeded free will, neoclassical criminology introduces the understanding that external and internal factors can limit or impair decision-making, leading to criminal behavior. Ang neoclassical criminology ay nagtatayo sa mga pundasyon ng klasikal na kriminolohiya sa pamamagitan ng pagtugon sa mga komplikado ng pag-uugali ng tao at pagkilala sa iba't ibang salik na nakakaimpluwensya sa kakayahan ng isang individual na gumamit ng malayang kalooban. Habang tinitingnan ng klasikal na kriminolohiya ang krimen bilang isang produkto ng makatuwirang pagpili at walang harang na malayang kalooban, ipinakilala ng neoclassical criminology ang pag-unawa na ang panlabas at panloob ng mga salik ay maaaring limitahan o makapinsala sa paggawa ng desisyon na humahantong sa kriminal na pag-uugali. Key features of neoclassical criminology. Modified concept of free will. Recognizes that while individuals possess free will, their ability to make rational decisions can be influenced or constrained by pathology, e.g., illness or physical conditions, mental incompetence, insanity or psychological disorders, environmental pressures, e.g., poverty, trauma. Pangunahing katangian ng neoclassical criminology. Binagong konsepto ng free will. Kinikilala na habang ang mga individual ay nagtataglay ng malayang pagpapasya, ang kanilang kakayahang gumawa ng mga makatwirang desisyon ay maaaring maimpluwensyahan o mapipigilan ng patolohiya, sakit o pisikal na kondisyon. Kawalan ng kakayahan sa pag-iisip. Pagkabaliw o psikolohikal na karamdaman. Mga panggigipit sa kapaligiran, kahirapan, trauma. 2. Compelling reasons for crime. Highlights that crime is not always a result of pure rational choice but can be driven by factors such as psychological distress, socio-economic disadvantages, personal or situational pressures. 3. Legal provisions and considerations. Introduces the concept of mitigating and exempting circumstances in legal contexts. O mitigating circumstances reduce the severity of culpability, e.g., emotional distress or coercion. O exempting circumstances may absolve individuals of criminal liability entirely, e.g., insanity or lack of intent. 2. Mapanghikayat na dahilan ng krimen. Binibigyang diin na ang krimen ay hindi palaging resulta ng purong makatwirang pagpili ngunit maaaring dulot ng mga salik gaya ng psikolohikal na pagkabalisa, socio-economic disadvantages, personal o sitwasyong panggigipit. 3. Mga legal na probisyon at pagsasaalang-alang. Ipinapakilala ang konsepto ng pagpapagaan at pagbubukod ng mga pangyayari sa mga legal na konteksto. O ang mga nagpapagaan na pangyayari ay nakakabawas sa kalubhaan ng pagkakasala, emosyonal na pagkabalisa o pamimilit. O ang mga exempting na pangyayari ay maaaring ganap na mapawalang sala ang mga individual sa pananagutang kriminal, pagkabaliw o kawalan ng layunin. Apat. Proportionality in punishment. Advocates for justice systems to consider the degree of influence that mitigating factors had on the crime. Supports proportionality in punishment, ensuring that sanctions are commensurate with both the crime and the circumstances surrounding it. 5. Emphasis on rehabilitation. Recognizes the need to focus on rehabilitative measures for offenders whose actions stem from factors such as mental illness, psychological trauma, or social disadvantages. Aims to reintegrate such individuals into society rather than solely impose punitive measures. 4. Proporsyonalidad sa parusa. Ang mga tagapagtaguyod para sa mga sistema ng hustisya ay isaalang-alang ang antas ng impluwensya ng mga salik na nagpapagaan sa krimen. Sinusuportahan ng proporsyonalidad sa parusa na tinitiyak na ang mga parusa ay naaayon sa parehong krimen at sa mga pangyayaring nakapaligid dito. 5. Diin sa rehabilitasyon. Kinikilala ang pangangailangang tumuon sa mga hakbang sa rehabilitative para sa mga nagkasala na ang mga aksyon ay nagmumula sa mga salik tulad ng sakit sa isip, psikolohikal na trauma, o panlipunang disadvantages. Naglalayong muling isama ang mga naturang individual sa lipunan sa halip na magpataw lamang ng mga hakbang sa pagpaparusa. Implications of Neoclassical Criminology. Neoclassical criminology bridges the gap between the rigid, free will-based determinism of classical criminology and modern understandings of human behavior. By acknowledging human limitations and the influence of external factors, it promotes a more balanced approach to criminal justice, emphasizing fairness, proportionality, and the potential for rehabilitation over strict retribution. This nuanced perspective aligns with contemporary practices in criminal justice systems that focus on addressing the root causes of crime while upholding accountability. Mga implikasyon ng Neoclassical Criminology. Tinutuloy ng Neoclassical Criminology ang agwat sa pagitan ng matibay, nakabatay sa malayang pagpapasya ng klasikal na kriminolohiya at mga modernong pag-unawa sa pag-uugali ng tao. Sa pamamagitan ng pagkilala sa mga limitasyon ng tao at sa impluwensya ng mga panlabas na salik, itinataguyod nito ang isang mas balanseng diskarte sa hustisyang kriminal na binibigyang diin ng pagiging patas, proporsyonalidad, at ang potensyal para sa rehabilitasyon sa mahigpit na paghihiganti. Ang nuanced na pananaw na ito ay umaayon sa mga kontemporaryong gawi sa mga sistema ng hustisyang kriminal na nakatuon sa pagtugon sa mga ugat ng krimen habang itinataguyod ang pananagutan.
How might neoclassical criminology influence the way courts handle cases involving individuals with mental illness or psychological disorders? A. Courts would ignore the mental state of offenders. B. Courts would offer harsher punishments due to the severity of mental disorders. C. Courts would consider mitigating factors like mental illness and may reduce or modify the punishment. D. Courts would automatically acquit offenders with mental illness. In what ways can the principle of proportionality in punishment, as advocated by neoclassical criminology, be applied in the justice system? A. Punishment would always be equal for all crimes, regardless of circumstances. B. The severity of punishment would depend on the individual's ability to make rational decisions and external factors influencing the crime. C. Punishments would be reduced for violent crimes based on proportionality. D. Proportionality is not considered in the justice system. How do the features of neoclassical criminology challenge the classical criminology approach to punishment and accountability? A. Neoclassical criminology ignores the role of free will in criminal behavior. B. Neoclassical criminology introduces a more flexible approach, considering mitigating factors and human limitations. C. Neoclassical criminology focuses only on retribution, similar to classical criminology. D. Neoclassical criminology suggests that punishment should be purely based on the crime itself. How might environmental pressures like poverty or trauma be analyzed as contributing factors in criminal behavior according to neoclassical criminology? A. They are seen as irrelevant to criminal behavior. B. They are considered as external factors that limit a person's ability to make rational decisions. C. They are only considered if the offender has a history of crime. D. They are regarded as moral failings that justify punishment. What are the possible consequences of not considering mitigating circumstances in criminal cases under the framework of neoclassical criminology? A. Fair punishment based solely on the crime. B. A rigid, one-size-fits-all approach that ignores individual circumstances and human limitations. C. Increased focus on rehabilitation over punishment. D. Reduced focus on the severity of the crime itself. Do you think that the emphasis on rehabilitation in neoclassical criminology is more effective than the punitive measures in classical criminology? Why or why not? A. Yes, because rehabilitation addresses the root causes of criminal behavior, such as mental illness or trauma. B. No, because punitive measures alone are more effective at deterring crime. C. Yes, because rehabilitation does not require punishment. D. No, because rehabilitation is less practical than traditional punishment. Evaluate the effectiveness of using psychological and social factors in determining criminal responsibility under neoclassical criminology. A. It is effective because it considers the complex factors that influence human behavior. B. It is ineffective because psychological and social factors cannot be quantified. C. It is effective because it reduces crime by focusing only on psychological treatment. D. It is ineffective because it removes personal accountability. Considering contemporary criminal justice systems, how fair is it to apply the principles of proportionality in punishment for crimes influenced by external factors like poverty or mental illness? A. It is fair because it ensures that punishment fits the crime and the circumstances. B. It is unfair because it leads to leniency for serious crimes. C. It is fair because it allows for strict retribution regardless of circumstances. D. It is unfair because it ignores the severity of external factors like poverty. How do you assess the balance between accountability and rehabilitation in neoclassical criminology's approach to justice? A. Neoclassical criminology prioritizes rehabilitation over accountability. B. Neoclassical criminology seeks a balanced approach, considering both accountability and rehabilitation. C. Neoclassical criminology focuses only on accountability. D. Neoclassical criminology ignores rehabilitation entirely. How could you design a rehabilitation program based on the principles of neoclassical criminology to help offenders reintegrate into society? A. By focusing exclusively on punishment and deterrence. B. By addressing mental health issues, providing social support, and creating opportunities for personal growth and reintegration. C. By providing vocational training without considering the offender's psychological or social needs. D. By placing offenders in isolation until they serve their time. Please compare your selected answers with the answers listed in the answer key provided. If your chosen answer matches the one in the answer key, mark it as correct. After reviewing all the questions and answers, calculate your final score based on the number of correct answers. Point 3. How did you score? Did you achieve a high score? If so, congratulations on a job well done. If not, don't worry. You can review this video to further enhance your understanding of the topic. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13. I hope you found our teacher Lumaban self-learning video enjoyable and informative. If you gained new knowledge from this video, we would greatly appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. We value your feedback. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We hope to see you again in our next video. May God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.